Hi there, it's Paul Thompson-Clark here, and in this video we're going to take a look at the dashboards that we have available to you as part of intelliflo Office's management information functionality. So here we are in intelliflo Office, and on the left-hand side in the menu we can see we're in the business intelligence area. I said in the introduction that we're going to focus on dashboards in this session, but just quickly, MI reports, that gives you access to our 140 plus MI reports, which allow you to produce your data in either or both, indeed, CSV or PDF format. The dashboard side of things, this all came about because a couple of years ago we rebased our technology on the Amazon Web Services, the AWS platform. And having done that, that gives us access to a number of different Amazon tools, one of which is called QuickSight. And that's what we're using to build these dashboards. And if you've not heard of QuickSight before, think Power BI, same kind of idea. In terms of the dashboards that we've created, we've come up with these by talking to our existing customers. They gave us some ideas around the kinds of data they'd want to project in a more graphical dashboard kind of fashion, and the kind of filters that they would be looking for to allow them to sort of slice and dice their data, for lack of a better phrase. Now we're going to focus, just as an example, on this one here called the Insight Report. Now if I click on the open link, there's a reason for this. We think it's going to be a really useful report to you, but it's also a report of interest to us because we used to send this report out every month in a PDF format, and it really highlights one of the key reasons for using the dashboards, which is that, of course, when you send things out in PDF, they're great and accurate the day you sent them out, but the next day, they're instantly out of date. And so with dashboards, what you can do is come in here whenever it suits you, any day of the week, and be assured that you're going to get a valuation or data in other instances that's accurate to the day. So in this Insight report, we can see we're in the Funds Under Management tab, and I can see that the dashboards tell me that my total FUM here is just shy of £9,500. That's great, but what if I wanted to see the total FUM for plans that are actually under my agency? So if I click into there, we can see that FUM figure updates to just a little bit over 8 million, which is great. But what about plans under my agency, but also plans that are in force? What if I clicked into there? Well, again, that will then render the information, and we can see we've just got a smidge over £7.6 million total funds under management. So you can see how you can use the dashboard here to filter information that you're looking for. Up the top, we do also have another set of filters that you can use, and you can use either these ones or the ones I've just shown you, or a combination of both to get the data you're looking for. And once you've done that, you might want to download that information. So up here in the export button, we've got the ability to export that information into CSV or to generate a PDF of that dashboard. Another option could be this though. If I scroll into the bottom of the screen, based on the filters I've selected, I can see a list of all the plans and clients that make that up. And it could be that I'm scrolling through this report, and if I come over to this end, I can see a list of the names of clients there. I might be looking through that report thinking, oh, hang on a minute, I wasn't really expecting to see that there. So what I could do is come back to the left-hand side, and I can actually click on the plan that I'm particularly interested in. And if I click there, you'll see that a wee menu pops up that allows me to open the client record, but perhaps more interestingly, open the plan record. So I can dive straight into intelliflo Office from the dashboard as well. If we scroll back up to the top, you'll see we've got a couple of other tabs. One that I wanted to particularly focus on was valuation eligibility. Now, we have a significant number of valuation services with platforms and providers in the UK market. And what we can see here is it's giving me information about the total plans I've got in intelliflo Office. It's telling me about the number of plans that have been valued, and it's then telling me about plans that could be valued automatically. So basically what we're saying here is that the difference between these two figures, just 19 plans, are not being valued, but they could automatically. And so we can then use the filters to perhaps work out what those plans, where those plans are, and that might be by a particular plan type. So we can see here, I've got total plans, potential plans, and plans valued, or it might be by a particular provider. Whatever way you cut that data, it's going to help you to improve the valuation automation services that you're getting through intelliflo Office, which of course, every time is making your use of our technology slicker and quicker and more efficient. Scrolling back up to the top, you'll also see we've got a couple of income tabs here. And again, a bit like the valuation eligibility tab, what these are going to do for us is to help us understand how much automation we're getting into the process of reconciling income and how we could improve that to get the ultimate goal of, on average, we find 95% of lines and statements being automatically allocated by intelliflo Office. So to kind of wrap up then, I'm going to come back to the dashboards area because you'll see that we've got a number of other different dashboards in here to allow you to analyze your data. That could be looking at information at plan level. It could be looking at information at advice event level, looking at the different kinds of advice event you've got on, what status they're at, how many days they've been running for, and a range of other filters as well.